All cards, old style classics, baseball cards. I'm Rob. Video number 2, January 9th, 2024. It's Tuesday. My wife's out sick with COVID here, and so I'm taking off time to take care of her. Slept all day yesterday after doing those 3 videos yesterday, and I think I woke up this morning around 4, and so checked on my email, and it looks like I got myself an eBay around down there, and had that eBay sitting there in the mailbox. So then went on to my eBay to look and see what else I got. So I do have like 3 or 4 more things coming, so that's good. But I haven't seen anything recently that I wanted to pick up, so I haven't purchased anything online in the last week. So gonna be running out of new stuff. Let's find something new. Anyway, so in the last video, pulled this out. And this is the League Legends 2001 Andre Dawson King Bee Beef Jerky disc. These usually came in the beef jerky little snuff cans. Looks like dip, and these would fit right in it. And you know, a little plastic dip can that had the card at the bottom with a little piece of wax paper above it, advertising either the set or like some Hot Wheels. And they did these for football as well. I don't know if they did any other sport, but they started in 1998 with MSA, and this is 2001. So usually from 1988 up till 2000, I'm pretty sure they were always just regular players that were still playing in the league at the time. And I know they started with MSA, and I believe they moved on to Pacific, but I don't know if Pacific and MSA are related in any ways. And they had some really cool looking modern designs back then when Pacific took over. A little dated now, but they're still pretty cool. But then this set came out in 2001, which was more like Legends. You know, this is 9 years before Andre made the Hall of Fame. But, you know, popular people at the time, popular veterans and stuff. And so that's card 11 of 18. And I'll show you all my other King Bee stuff. But then it just says 2001, but it says Star SA. So I don't know, like whatever happened to MSA, maybe they just started doing that, and that was MSA, or they got bought out by some other company or changed their name. But then I'm not too sure who actually manufactured this set, but that makes me think that it might have went back to MSA, and maybe they had changed their design or logo or something. I'm not sure. Go ahead and watch the last video if you want to learn more about those other sets. So let's just have his career highlights on there, League Legends. And I love these discs because I love product issue. This is how cards always were originally. And I miss that they don't really do this anymore, because Topps and baseball and have gotten so greedy that it's just not affordable for companies to do this kind of stuff anymore. And just proof, you know, now it's been about 20 years, over 20 years now since this came out. But I mean, right here, 1909, 1910, Colgan's disc, and I brought that out to show the difference in size, you know, for a disc. This is pretty flimsy stock. But these Colgan discs came in a tin of gum, a little tin of gum, for like a nickel or whatever, and then you would get a card in there. So much like these would come in that little beef jerky dip can. But I think you could get these cards also in their bags of beef jerky. They would sell bigger bags like you see at Walmart now or at the gas stations, 7-Eleven. You could get them in there too. And then I think maybe you could have ended up ordering some, and you'll see a lot of the square proofs out there now. So I don't know if that means that they made it out of the printing facility and the people have cut them up into squares, or if you could order like a sheet, like on some of the MSA stuff or oddball stuff, where if you sent in, you can get like the sheet of the 18 cards and then people cut them out. I don't know where those proofs or whatever the people are calling them on eBay. But there you go. And I think the same thing with these Colgan disc, but some people tend to think the squared ones might be from another product, that they just use the same printer, or maybe the two companies went in together to be able to put this stuff in their product. You know, like two different, you know, like this gum company and maybe some candy company were like, hey, you know what, if we go in together, we can get these for cheaper. We'll make ours round, you make yours square. I don't know. Not a lot of people alive anymore that probably bought this stuff, being that that's been 110 years ago now, so probably nobody, right? But anyway, so this is obviously how cards used to be. You couldn't just go and buy pack baseball cards. You used to have to get them in like candy and stuff, and it was super popular. That's when candy companies and all that started doing it, because kids used to bug people to get their baseball or trading cards from men who smoked, or people who smoked cigarette tobacco cards. These would come in tobacco. So that's an 1887 original Allen Ginter. They had thick stock. That's an FM Muldoon, who's one of the wrestlers. You had 10 baseball players on here. And then the rest of these just different celebrity kind of people. And that's how baseball and trading cards began. I mean, there is other stuff prior to this, but mass produced, this is kind of where it all started. Only Goodwin. And then the more popular ones that people know are the T206 from 1909, 10, and 11. This is 1910. These tobacco. Actually, Goodwin and Allen Ginter combined companies and became the company that put these out, T206s. But people were encouraged to glue those into scrapbooks. That's why American cards always having a lot more damage than your English counterparts. These are 1908s tobacco cards from England, but they didn't glue their stuff into scrapbooks and stuff like that, so their cards are in a lot better shape usually. And they probably didn't get manhandled as much as cards in America, just because. And I think this is a 1909 version of these, because it has a little bit different back. It's the second series, so assume that that's the next year. So Jack Sullivan, boxer. These two are wrestlers. It's a boxer, baseball player for Brooklyn. I believe then that was the Robins at the time. Baltimore Oriole, Doc Adkins, when they were still a minor league team. And FM Muldoon, wrestler from the 1880s, but he was a Greco-Roman, like a kind of like an Olympic wrestler, as opposed to these two guys who were more like professional wrestlers, entertainment. So there's your progression, you know, 1887, early 1900s. They're even doing discs back then, all the way up to as recent as 2001. And there are discs out there in the last, you know, even last few 4 or 5 years. You can get some discs as inserts into some of the sets. Definitely in 2013, Panini Cooperstown collection did a reimagining of these Colgan discs, but they were the size of this. And they have an Andre Dawson in there too. So Andre Dawson's my PC guy. And I have his 1988 version from the first set of these King B discs. And I needed to pick this one up, so finally pulled the trigger. Got my Andre Dawson. So I'm super stoked about that. So just give you a little recap there, 10-minute recap. And then, so I figured I would open a few more packs of my Panini Golden Age. Love this. Picked up that Bad News Bears autograph. So I guess I'll do my Allen Ginter, and got 4 packs of this left. So we'll do 2 packs of Golden Age. Do this one and this one. Leave those 2 for later. Don't know if I have anything else coming in today, but I do have a cool set. Maybe that's the wrong one to show. I'll show you this one. Except this is where it started. But I do have a cool set. So England. So these are from Great Britain. America stopped doing tobacco cards for the most part a long time ago. Probably, I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold me to it, but kind of stopped doing cards in tobacco probably around World War II. Probably wasn't PC even at the time, because kids are the ones that liked cards, so they stopped letting them put them in tobacco. But in England, they would still do it. And like, as far as I know, they may still be doing it, but as recent as like 10, 20 years ago. So I did order a set of cards, English tobacco cards, that you can consider more like what's going to be in Golden Age. They're just going to show you old people and players from the past. So I do have a neat set of tobacco minis coming in from England. I'm not 100% sure how they were distributed, but we'll say that for when they come in. But they look pretty cool. Has a couple big names in there. Alright, so let's do it, folks. We'll start off with Allen Ginter once again. Last pack from that blaster I picked up. This one's all ballooned up and full of air. So let's see what the deal is with this. I love 2023 Allen Ginter. It's just a beautiful set. If I haven't said it recently, and I love collecting tobacco minis. So hey, it's my girl. It's Miss Anna Waters. Picked up her autograph, her autographs are just through the roof. I don't know much about pickleball. I know she's 16 or 17, but her autographs cards are just through the roof, and I was able to win one on an auction, and I got it for a lot cheaper than some of the other ones are going for. So nice card. For her dual autograph with MacGuffin's, like $1,100, $1,200. So Miss Anna Waters. All right. Maybe we should read about her. Waters has emerged as an ambassador for the skyrocketing sport of pickleball. It's a family affair for the teenager who was taught the game by her grandfather and parents, and doubles with her mother, Leah. Her passion, positivity, and personality have helped her emerge as one of the best in the world, with gold medal wins in tournaments including US Open and USA Pickleball Nationals. All right. So a Lee rookie card. Feels thick for some reason, but it's not a 101 or anything. But Corey Lee. Barry Zito, Paul Konerko, short print, and Mr. Bob Gibson. Talked about Bob yesterday. Neat story if you want to go back and watch my videos. Hey, and I love if you guys would subscribe and definitely leave some comments. If you like the videos, that's cool. That would be nice to know. Mostly looking for people to leave some comments, let me know what you think, so we can have a discussion about what kind of stuff you collect and what you think about what I collect. And you know, if you subscribe, usually put out a video or two every day. May skip a day here and there, but for the most part, put out a lot of stuff because I can just go on and on and on and on about cards, and like to goof around, have a little fun with the boys calling in, coming by. Oh boy, that's right, Rob. We sure like it when you invite us over. Anyways, alright, so let's see what we got on the mini. Oh, alright, we got another super short print. Well, not a super short print, but a short print. But I already have this one, the rarest of the diamond. But that is a really hard pull. It's like 1 in 67 packs. And that's 20 strikeout game. Mini rarest of the diamond #1. So now I got doubles on 2 of these cards. So it's funny, it's a really short print card to pull, but yet I've managed to pull 2 of these and 2 of the other ones with the glove on it, and then 1 of the cycle. So it's funny, as rare as they are, it's rare to pull 1 of these, but what's the odds of getting doubles? Oh well, that'd be nice to get something new, but that's pretty cool. Maybe that's trade bait for somebody who might be doing something similar to what I'm doing. You know, 4 or 5 years from now, they'd be like, dang it, I never was able to get one of the rarest of the diamonds. And I'd like to have an example from that insert set that was really hard to pull, which is kind of what I'm doing and across the whole Allen Ginter span, just trying to get a different kind of, every kind of different set, subset, insert, parallel variations that Allen Ginter has done. Not every card, just like, okay, 10 years from now I'd have been like, oh, I didn't get one of these, so I want to have at least one from the 2023 of this insert set. So maybe somebody else doing the same thing, and might be something where you could work out a deal in the future with. So, but you need to follow my channel and watch my videos to know that I'm asking or talking about this stuff, and you can come back at me sometime and be like, hey dude, in that one video you showed this double of that rarest of the diamond you had. I'm looking for that card, or I need that to complete that set, or I'm doing something like what you're doing. You still have that? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I still have it. Hey, well, I have an extra employee card from 2014, or one of the World Series cards from 2023. I picked up 3 extras on it because I was a breaker at the time, and blah blah blah. You know, hey, would you be willing to trade? Sure. You know. All right, so that's real winner. It's going to be hard to top that card just by its rarity. I don't know. It's rare might not be the right word. It's low odds of getting. So Panini Golden Age 2013. This is a hobby box, even though it doesn't say anything on there, but it does say that on the Baseball Cardpedia. I looked it up, and it does show you the different things that you can get in there, but it doesn't have a whole lot of odds. So, yeah. And then when you pull up Panini, like when I scan that QR code, if you'd like to do it yourself, to double check my work, when you scan that QR code and Panini pulls up, it just gives you that 404 error, page not found. So they're not even showing you what they had back then. So since we're here, I'll just show you this box really quick. Find autographs, memorabilia from some of the nation's greatest athletes, entertainers, new makers from the Golden Age of America. So probably from the 80s and into the past. And super cool. It's one of those cheap boxes though, kind of like your modern current hobby boxes. But super neat. Some of the Panini Golden Age, I think they did it for 3 or 4 years, have box bottom cards, which are oddball product issues in my estimation because they're not part of the main set or come in packs. You would have to buy the box, enticing you to get that product. So it would just be the same as this. They gave you a card. Hey, if you buy this product, we'll give you a card. Hey, if you buy this product of cards, you'll get these special cards that you can't get in the pack. So that's sweet. Our box topper was Harry Truman. They're like exhibit cards. And you get 1 autograph, 1 memorabilia per box. So we already got the Engelberg Bad News Bears autograph, which was super cool, which is one of the ones I wanted, one of the Bad News Bears. And we got a Jethro from the Beverly Hillbillies relic card. Alright, so pop that mini out. That'll be the last card we look at. Alright, so these are beautiful cards. This is Panini's answer to Allen Ginter. Obviously, they're running about 7 years late. Allen Ginter started in 2006. So Sam McDowell, pitcher for Cleveland. So I have put my baseball players into the binder. And all the lovely ladies in this set, the baseball players, or baseball related to, like the owner from the Yankees back in the Babe Ruth days. So the baseball players, the Bad News Bears, and the ladies are all going into my binder for now. So this one will be going in there with it. As well this one, Frank Chance from my Cubbies. So Tinkers, Evers to Chance. Double play trio, famous. 5 of spades. Playing card. Insert. If you looked on the back of that box, it told you there's 54 of those cards in the set. So you can put together a complete playing card set. Sorry, I need to get a drink. Another baseball player. There you go, Frank Chance. Wow. What are the odds of getting the dude back to back? He's been beside himself sitting in this box for a decade. So it'll keep you. Wonder if you can't stand each other. Can't stand myself, dude. Don't make me. Hey, Rob. I can't stand myself. Don't make me be in that binder here next to myself. This one here won't shut up. He's talking right into my ear. Oh boy. Alright, my boy George W. He can stand himself. He's talking as if he was Frank. Alright, still having focus issues apparently. Double play fraternity. So that's cool. Alright, this is a baseball pack heavy. Wow, look at that. We got Johnny Bench. There you go, Cincinnati. All you red leggings fans. Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. Just epic, beautiful backs. Just wonderful design. They really did a good job with these Golden Age. I wish they didn't go away. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that aren't into the oddball stuff. And oddball in this sense, the nature of non-baseball entertainment kind of cards. But this is not a baseball set, just like Allen Ginter is not a 100% baseball set. Golden Age is an entertainment set, basically. It's baseball. I would say this is like 60% baseball and 40% other. But that's just like what tobacco cards and all that stuff used to be. So there you go, Johnny Bench. If you're a Johnny Bench collector, that would be a nice card to have in your collection. Even if, I mean, that's a nice design. Even if not for the image, I mean, something to be said about the backs of cards, especially when they're really artistic like that. And this is what I mean, like celebrity cards. So it is sports. Tommy Hearns, boxing champ. You gotta love boxing cards. Something about boxing cards which is cool. It's just classic sport. Just fell off in popularity because they did the same thing baseball is doing now to itself. But boxing has basically run itself out of popularity from greed. Just if you wanted to watch anything, I remember growing up, you'd watch like Mike Tyson title fight on HBO. So yeah, at least you had to have cable and you could watch HBO and you get to watch Mike Tyson and title fight. It happened a couple times a year. You know, like every 9 months or something like that. And then it wasn't just him, it was different weight classes. But then they thought, you know what? Let's charge people $130 or whatever to get pay-per-view. And then people got burned on pay-per-view because dude would go out there and knock a guy out in 90 seconds, 60 seconds, 40 seconds, or bite his ear off and doing all this kind of bad stuff that was hurting the NBA around the same time in the 90s, just their ghetto gangbanger kind of league that NBA became. And so they had an image problem. The NBA was really hurting after the Jordan years. A bunch of thugs. And then boxing became so greedy, and it's like, oh, let's just do pay-per-view. And now where's boxing? Do you know who the heavyweight champ is? Sure, some of you do. But the average person, nope. Some dude from Russia, I don't know. Some guy from Kazakhstan, or, you know. Do you know who the middleweight champ is? I mean, boxing slowly killed itself off. Maybe the lower levels like Johnny Tapia and Danny Romero and some of these guys still had some good fights that weren't just pay-per-view. But yeah, and now nobody cares. So let's just go get UFC. Now UFC is starting to do the same thing. It's like they're popular. They have a lot of stuff on regular leading up to the big fight, but then you got to pay-per-view it. And at some point in time, people are going to be like, I don't care. Because that's one of the problems for UFC is the turnover. Yeah, you're going to have a champ who's champ for like two fights and then loses, and then that guy's champ for one fight, loses, and then the next guy is there for 3. It's just so much turnover. It's hard to latch on to being like, I love Evander Holyfield, and he's going to be champ for the next 5 years or something like that. Yeah. So baseball, you're doing that to yourself in a sense that your greed has gotten to the point where you can't get licenses for other companies. You can't get cards in cereal. You can't get cards when you're picking up gas station. You know, put 8 gallons of gas in, get some free cards like they did in the early 2000s or late 90s. Hey, get this box of cereal or Jimmy Dean sausage. You know, maybe the kids will be like what I did. Hey, Mom, can we get that Cookie Crisp? I want to get those baseball cards. And I still have it, but treasured my Andre Dawson 1984 Roston Perina card. since the day I had it, pulled it out of the box of Cookie Crisp, and boom, kept buying and getting oddball stuff. And then when I was old enough to actually have money in 1987, started buying actual packs of cards. Did that for years. Kind of lost the interest for a while, but kept picking up the oddball stuff. And then it all went away, and it's like, okay, well, instead of paying 70 cents a pack of cards, oh, let's $2, $3. What kid's gonna take their $5 allowance and go buy one pack of cards? And now that's a stretch. $35 for a blaster, $15 for a fat pack or a hanger. Yeah, baseball, I don't know what they're doing to themselves. Anyways, there's my rant for the video. Okay, we'll get to the next pack first, and then we'll be done, people. Only person who can open 3 packs of cards, make it last 35 minutes. But hey, this is why I started this channel, because these are the kind of things I wanted to see or hear people talk about. And so I didn't just want to see people flipping through cards. I want to talk about them, see the card. So if you like, you can take a look at old Newt Rockney there, football coach, Notre Dame. You can read that, see it, instead of trying to pause the video and be like, dang it, YouTube's not responsive enough. Alright, Mario Andretti, so there you go. So some people don't like that. Some people don't want this in their baseball cards. Well, these aren't baseball cards. This is Golden Age, kind of like World Champions. Allen Ginter's is World Champions, not World Baseball. But a lot of people out there would like Mario Andretti, racing fans. So you get to cover all your bases. You get pick up stuff like this or Allen Ginter, a good one. You'd be like, yeah, I don't really collect football or basketball cards, but hey, look, I was able to get LeBron James there. Yeah, it'd be nice to have some LeBron James. I wish I'd got some Jordan cards. Not me. I'm talking as a different person. I'd sure like to have picked up some Michael Jordan cards when he was playing. Well, here's a way of doing it without having to go and buy basketball cards. So it's got a place. There we go, Miss Jane Russell. So we got her mini the other day, so now we got the full size to go with it. So the lovely Jane Russell. This is the kind of stuff I'm saying. A lot of you guys, I don't want this crap in my baseball cards. Okay, well, some of us do. This is a fun set. It's got some cool stuff. And you could always just go buy Bowman, right? Alright, and here you go. Well, let's give old Gerald a card first. Carl Eller, defensive end for Minnesota. Good bright purple there. Purple people eater. Hey Rob, thanks for showing that football card. I sure do like football. And apparently Panini had the license at the time for the NFL, so that's good for them at the time. But now they're all doing it to themselves, dudes. It's not just baseball. I mean, baseball's been shooting themselves in the foot probably for about the last 20 years. They're making little changes, speed up the game, that's good, but they're doing stuff people don't like as well, as like the universal DH and too much interleague or the plan and all that, but mostly licensing, that's the big issue. Contracts out of hand, licensing for product. Football and basketball, they're heading that way too. And it's just a matter of time before hockey. It's not that hockey does it, it's just that nobody else wants it. And I love hockey. but we're getting to be where Topps and Fanatics are becoming like Disney. They just got control of too much stuff, and there's no competition. Alright, we'll end the main cards, the baseball card, and there you go, Carlton Fisk, catcher for the Chicago White Sox. Some people remember him. He played for Boston too. So, I kid people, I kid. Once again, because I'm a goat. Immature. I'm an agitator. I'm like Bugs Bunny. Alright, there you go, Mr. Carlton Fisk. Alright, to wrap up this video, let's do some minis. I already saw this one, so we got a jockey, a lefty, K Jr. That is on a Carolina Bright back. So that's kind of a mid-level. It's like baseball caramels is the base, would be green, and then like blue, red, and then blue, and then Carolina Brights, green, red, and blue, and then I think that Najda, and then they have a black 101s. So there you go, jockey card. And to end it off, hey, baseball, there we go. That'll make you boys happy. Ralph Terry, pitcher for the New York Yankees, it looks like. There's your base card. Baseball caramels, maybe blue, green, and then red, something like that. Card 69, buddy. Alright, so we end off on a baseball card, the mini jockey card. The big winner, we got the super short print, so I'm gonna have to say Allen Ginter won versus either one of those. Good win. Although this was pretty cool, the Frank Chance, the 2 Frank Chances, and all right, Bob's your uncle, right? All right, Rob, the old style classics baseball cards. Out till later today. Let's see if we get some more eBay. If not, maybe we'll open them other packs. All right. Peace out.